Welcome to Neckbone Factory. If you enjoy what you see here, like and subscribe. Today we're talking about deleting Facebook. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? I personally think I'm sick and tired of it. What do you think?
I think it's got to go.
You know, the thing is, I'm reading about this stuff. It's bad for you, man. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, people are just all they do is sit on their phone and they're scrolling all day. You know, I think it probably consumes up to like 4 hours of people's time a day.
Possibly. I mean, 4 hours is a lot, man. I mean,
how much time you spend on Facebook?
I don't really know. I hop on there when I have time, you know, when I'm just sitting there, I guess.
I mean, put the censorship that's going on it also. I think that's ridiculous. I think it takes the freedom of speech out. You know, I think these guys just, I mean, it started as a college thing, right?
Yeah.
And now everybody's got to be on Facebook. I mean, even to your grandmother has got to be on Facebook. People are posting food they make. People are posting, I'm out to dinner. It's telling every single person what your life is doing. And I think it's ridiculous. I think that, you know, it also, from things I've read about it, people will get released in their head dopamine. You know, just over waiting for a like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, every like is a little bit of a dopamine to your head, and it's just I'm just sick and tired of it. And then the political part of it is even worse. It's all become everything I see. I mean, almost, I want to say every 3 or 4 people I scroll through, I'm seeing people talk about political. And most of them don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They're just posting memes or they think it's funny or whatever it is, you know. And to me, it's not even funny anymore. It's just actually, it's a bunch of negativity. And I don't think that's good for you.
I think we're the guinea pigs, man. I think they're using this as the guinea pigs to find out if it is or if it isn't. And it really isn't, dude. It's going to just cause division. It's going to cause war. It's not looking good, the direction we're heading in. I mean, especially on a political landscape, people hate each other. People unfriend each other in real life over Facebook.
People threaten people on there. Like, you know, I'll kill you. You see that stuff on there. You know, people, even the police have investigated because that's an actual considered a threat because you wrote it. I mean, where's our life changed to that point to where you're threatening somebody you don't even know? I mean, most of these people, I know I personally, I had like 3,000 friends on there. I did that because of a bunch of bands and stuff like that. I tried to get my bands out there. Then the algorithm changed, of course. Now 25 people see your stuff. That's what I'm saying about like the censorship and stuff. They want you to pay for everything now. It's not a free platform like everybody seems to think it is.
No, not for sure. They've totally changed. I mean, even YouTube kind of got changed a little bit there. But Facebook,
yeah, and some of the politics.
Facebook way changed, and it's been under attack since, you know, the 2016 election from both sides, really.
I mean, there's studies out there that are showing that people are more violent from this. Like I said, I mean, they're actually threatening people. I mean, maybe you guys out there, you can comment. What do you think about it? You know, is it affecting your life? Is it taking the time up that you do in your life? I mean, is it just passing time? You know, I mean, I don't think for everybody, I think sometimes Facebook is, it's just it might be a gateway to do something that they're bored. You know,
it's really become the way people use the internet now. I mean, I remember people used to go on the internet. Now people go on Facebook, and that is their form of the internet, and they don't really reach out anymore. They see what's on Facebook, that's the information they get, and then they move on, and they condense everything down with their Facebook. I think that's where some of the addiction part comes in, because, I mean, that's what kept me on Facebook, is, you know, it simplifies everything. You can get everything
sure
all on one platform, but
is it really giving you all the information?
It isn't. It's limiting a lot of information. If you don't go back to those pages after a certain while, they'll stop seeing them. And I mean,
there's even comments being
not why I'm
deleted
there.
now.
Yeah. You can watch comments be deleted, dude. I look at the replies, and I'll see a comment sitting there, and I'll click on it. And as soon as I click on it to read it, it's gone.
No,
it's like that person
bullshit.
didn't even comment.
I mean, that's taking the freedom of speech away at that point, right? You know, I also think it's taken the revenue away from a lot of websites, like you're saying. The people, they're all just looking on Facebook. I mean, if you post to your website, unless you're paying for it, it's not even getting over 25 people to see it. You know, maybe you'll get a few extra boost in there if it was a great content. People really started liking the stuff. It might push a little bit more to some of those friends there. But it's not doing very much. I mean, it's still you're going to end up paying for it if you want someone to see your stuff. You know, I know personally on the ad manager alone, it says right in there, you can target your friends. So you can pay for your friends to see it. So all the work you've accumulated for all those other times to, say, get a bunch of people to follow you and do everything, the people aren't even seeing the content. Unless you're going to pay for your actual friends to see that. And I personally think that's bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean...
If you built up a following, you deserve to have that following.
And they did the whole bait and switch, you know. They, like, dropped in the fishing reel there, you know. Got you all in there for free, right? You could see I get all these friends. Everybody, that's why all these people went and got 5,000 friends and everything. And they seen everybody was kind of abusing the system, I guess, a little bit to them. And next thing you know, like I said, it's down to 25 people now.
I don't understand how it hasn't went the way of MySpace. Like, before it seemed like something would come along on the internet, it'd be the next big thing, everybody would jump to it, and then once there was something wrong with it, everybody would abandon ship all at once. But that hasn't happened with Facebook. It's kind of happening with Twitter. Twitter's lost a lot of followers for their, like, political, you know. People feel that they're being, you know, censoring conservatives and stuff like that, you know, and I'm sure some liberals feel like they're being censored.
Sure.
Democrats, you know.
It's definitely I mean, my opinion of politics, it's definitely in a favor. It seems like the other way, but that's just my opinion. Not everybody feels that way. But you know, from what I see here, the censorship is just ridiculous. I mean, we have the right of freedom of speech. You know, so on a platform that's created, and like I said, it's like the bait and switch. When you put that out there, everybody dived into it. So Facebook's made tons of revenue, right, off of getting you there, and then now you're censored.
They're taking the social out of social media because they're realizing that it causes hate and division.
Sure. I'm really curious to see what a lot of people think about this, because I think deleting Facebook is a good thing right now. I think there'll be another platform that comes out, hopefully, that's a little bit better. And it might just turn into the same thing. Maybe it's the people that are causing the issue. You know, not just the corporate part of it, right? But, and everybody seems to, like, you know, think they're a politician now. But it just kills me, you know. But people that didn't even vote for but 1 year, and then they're like, hey, you know, I know everything about the government. You know, and they're spreading bullshit at that point. But not that we're trying to make this political, because it's definitely not. But it's just the point of what's going on in Facebook, and it's not good for you anyway to be. I personally seen this happen in my own life, where I see people smiling and they're happy, and I'm talking to them, and then bam, they read something on Facebook and it changes their mood
completely.
Where they're pissed off, or they're like, oh, look at this person. You know, I mean, and I don't think that's cool for you. I think you could spend your time way better finding something productive to do. I mean, whether it's you play music or spending time with your family. I mean, there's so many things you could be doing more productive than putting yourself in that situation and putting that damper on you. You know, once in a while you're scrolling through there, you might see a a comedian or something, sure, and it makes you laugh, and that's great. But Facebook started that way, to where it was all laughter stuff. People were funny. There was a lot of stuff, and then it just turned into this crap now, you know. And people really need to pay attention to what they're doing, I think. And I think if they took the time to pay attention to what they're posting on there, and I've been a victim myself. I used to post the political stuff. I used to post all that stuff, you know, and even posting your kids. There's a lot of pedophilia out there. You know, there's so many things. I don't think this is a good thing to do, and I think people need to wake up to it and understand it. Do you think people are going to actually pull the trigger on deleting their Facebook? Or do you think they'll actually just say, well, I'll just deactivate it for a little bit?
Most of the people I see say they're going to get rid of it, and then they don't. So,
well, I first stand up.
It's going to be a challenge, man.
It's got to go.
It's going to be a challenge.
You know, I used to I used it more for like the band stuff, and then they changed it. They changed all that algorithm, like we talked about. So, to me, it's just become obsolete, and it's just a bunch of negative shit at this point. It really is. It's just.
My son won't even use it, so.
Why not?
He doesn't like their platform. He doesn't want to be a part of it. He knows he has a negative image of it.
Oh.
So.
See, that's a millennial.
He's never
been
on it. Right? He just doesn't use it.
Well, I think that's really good to see someone at that age that doesn't like it. You know? Because a lot of these kids are born into it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, the technology's
grew
here.
up with it, yeah.
I want to see, you know, some people comment and stuff about this and understand what they feel about it. You know, I'm just curious to see, is deleting your Facebook a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. But, you know, there's probably certain people that I wouldn't otherwise talk to without it. But everything else that comes with it, I don't know, is it worth it?
You ever notice how people, they're like, well, I went to high school with this guy, so I want to be friends with this guy. But they don't ever talk to you?
All right. Yeah, yeah.
What was the point of that? I mean, really, what was the point of... You're never going to talk to me, but you went to high school with me because you knew me, and you're like, oh, I want to be friends. I think it's a part of your mind that, again, the dopamine, right? That's what it feels like. It's like you get a quick excitement out of something.
Rush, yeah.
You know, out of the like, or somebody loved my stuff, or, you know, you post something and you're back, you'll catch yourself. You're like, oh, I got another 2 likes.
Someone reinforced my views.
You know?
Yeah.
So that makes you feel better, you know? But really, in the end, it's kicking you in the balls. You know what I mean? Because all the other bullshit that's there. You know, that's where it's coming from, man. I mean, people got to wake up and understand what's happening in front of you. You know, technology can be the death of you, man, the way it is. You know, it's just people get depressed. So all of a sudden now I posted a big thing and I got 2 likes. When they see their friend over there posted something similar and he got 20 likes. Well, now that person's sad or depressed because they didn't get their point of view across.
Right. And they definitely steer you the way they want to steer you, you know. I mean, corporations do have a big part in, you know, what we see. I mean, what you're seeing on Facebook is what they want you to see. And now you can't even watch videos without ads on there unless you pay, you know. I mean,
that's true. And the people are just, and the stuff that you do see is, you know, it's targeting you constantly. Every little thing that you like, every little thing you do. You know, the people talk about they were talking about something, or they did a Google search, and next thing you know, bam, it's on your Facebook as an ad. I mean, do you feel that's right?
No, I hate that. Why am I talking about something and sometimes it'll be an ad? Who's listening to me?
The algorithm, obviously, right?
Yeah, I say messed up stuff to my phone all the time just to see if that'll happen.
Right. Yeah. And does it happen?
Yeah, it does happen.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of it, and I had to get rid of it personally today. Even was the first day I was like, you know what, this has got to go. And I just not for me anymore. I'd rather focus on other things that are important in my life.
I read a report too that it might be doing damage to our eyes. Everybody's staring at their phones all the time, and not just Facebook, just staring at your phone all the time. They said by 2050, like a big percentage of our country will have like eye damage from it.
Wow. And that might not just be blamed on Facebook, but blamed on the cell phone itself, right? And technology.
Technology.
People are playing video games. People are searching the web.
Constantly looking at screens.
Yeah.
I'm doing it all the time at work, and my eyes are going now. So is it
Sure.
that, or is it age?
I mean, it's a little bit of both, but it's definitely still, again, on the Facebook, you're reading a bunch of little text all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's constantly, you're struggling to see that. Let us know what you think. I'd love to see it. Love to hear the comments. And we'll see you on the next one.